Hi guys, welcome back to Charlie and Me, the Van Build 3, my T3 Dream. Check out the shirt. Okay, so last Wednesday's video, you're up to date with the engine, the whole lot. The plan for today I was to start her up, bring her for one more spin, but to be honest, Anthony, the mechanic, wants to start her up because he just wants to hear it start up first time from cold. It's now 11:45, I've been here since 8 o'clock. He's too busy and I got dug into things to do. And Des, the chap that has the other motorhome here, called out with his wife and we were just chatting. I'm just going to show you, I got very little done, so this is a bits and pieces video, but we are nearly there. I'm actually going to ring the DOE centre today, Monday, just to see if they can get a date. So let me show you what we have done so far. Very little, but just let me show you. So up here, we are not putting in beds. We are using there as storage and we're using the front as storage. I've just put the old sponges back in, but to stop stuff from falling down, I've built this little, I'll step down here, I've built this little carpet wall. I'll put in the before and after shots here, some photographs of it. But we built that on both sides because I'm going to be putting containers there for holding stuff, and while you're driving, you don't want them falling off. I had a piece of carpet, so that's what I did this morning. It took a few hours to do that, and between Pa called out, oh yeah, we got the second gear working, so now the gearbox is perfect. We also got the reverse switch on the gearbox working, so I now have reverse lights. So I think today, Monday, I'm going to ring the DOE centre and just see what kind of dates have they got for a DOE. And at least if I have a rough idea, I can get Anthony to set the headlights for me, put the grille back on. And I think that's all. It just needs one or two more runs. Yeah, I think that's all. So my plan now is to ring the DOE centre and see if I can get a date for a DOE, and then we'll keep you updated in the next part of this video. Part 2 of this bits and pieces. I think this is bits and pieces number 8. As you see, I have a list here. I've got to book a DOE date, which can be August 9th, 10th or 11th. I've got to set the headlights. I've got to get a new leisure battery, which Pat Horan Motors, pathoranmotors.com is looking after me with a new leisure battery. I drained that one right down to 0. I've got to fit the gas bottle, fit the front grille after the headlights are set, and then I've got to check the fridge on 12 volt again when I get the new leisure battery. I've got to look at some kind of solar system on this. It might be flexible solars. I have a hard panel, I have a flexible panel, but I might buy portable panels and fit a plug in the boot or something that's accessible from underneath. I don't know. I won't be doing much wild camping. I will be plugged in 9 times out of 10. The plan for this morning, Anthony wants to start this from cold. He'll just know if the glow plug switch that I fitted on the dash is doing what it's doing. I got to put some air in the front left wheel, and then I'm going to take it down to the end of the yard, and seemingly I have to drive it like I stole it. He wants me to get the revs up, and hopefully all the oil that was where it shouldn't be is gone. I've to take off the dash cowl. Right indicator isn't going up, but I just think the dash cowl is on crooked. I have to put that back on before the DOE. And I think DOE wise, that's it. Hopefully, we checked yesterday and the second gear that we fixed with PAS seems to work, but I'll know now when I'm driving it, because it's obviously easy when you're not driving for it to go into gear. I have to get a wheel nut. John Hickey is looking after me. That guy just knows everything about Volkswagens, and he has been a godsend with helping me out with information and parts. He's Crazy Campers, I think. I'll check that and I'll put the details here. He works on Volkswagens, and I have to get a wheel nut off him, and I've put a call out for an extended dipstick. I found the dipstick off the original engine, which is long enough for me, but there's no handle on the end of it. So I either got to get my friend Chris to try and 3D print a handle, but John is going to see if he has a long dipstick for me. Okay, so I'll go get Anthony, we'll get this thing started up, and I'll take it for a spin. Okay, I've put a makeshift phone holder onto the windscreen. I've plugged in the microphone because this is going to be noisy. I know that for a fact. I'm going to try it second gear. And if anything goes wrong, you'll see it as well. No, she's not going into second. So we're going to have to do this without second gear. I'm just going to go to the end of the lane. Oh, the brakes are a bit spongy as well. She's not going into second gear at all. I just went first to third there. Should get better as the engine wears in. This is where I went wrong the last time, right here. Everything seems to be okay. Change down to third. Change down to second. Right, I don't have second yet. I'm just going to pull into Anthony's now and see when he can. I'll just let him know what the story is. Okay, Anthony said just adjust the gear lever, the adjustment I did yesterday. Just do it the other way. You know what, I'd be happy if he took it for a spin because he knows these things like the back of his hand. This is a happy head. I adjusted it again, and when I drove out of the yard it went first, second. I stopped, I turned around, I went first, and it won't go into second. Maybe it is a two-man job. I'm going to try it one more time, but I've adjusted the rods as much as I can. It's not a gearbox problem, we don't have a problem. It's just like there, she's in second now. But when I'm driving, she won't go into second. Okay, back under the van. As you see, I've made it back to base. I forgot to do a wrap-up of today while I was just noticed it now while I was editing the video. Second gear seems to be a problem. Now, originally we were having reverse gear problems and I bought a new selector ball and we replaced it, but then we discovered that there was actually nothing wrong with the original selector ball. So Pat took away the original selector ball and extended it by about 3 mil, and that's the one we're using, and everything was working fine. Second was just a little bit uncomfortable, but now my adjustments have messed it up. So I was just talking to Pat on the phone. I'm away camping with Charlie on Thursday, so Friday he's going to come out and fit the original, which he hasn't, the new one which we haven't adjusted. We're going to fit that original new ball back in, the unadjusted ball back in, and hopefully that will fix. We think we may have caused a problem by extending the depth of the original ball. It's not a gearbox problem, I know that for sure. So here's where we stand today. Friday, I'm going camping tomorrow with Thursday, so Friday we're going to do that. If the gearbox is fine for second, third, fourth, and I can get Anthony to guarantee me that he'll do the lights within the next few days after that, I'm going to book it in for a DOE for after the August bank holiday weekend, which will be the 9th, the 8th, 9th or 10th of August, depending on what they have left. I will update you with the DOE date, and it'll probably be Friday. Again, we come back to this video just to see if we got the gearbox sorted, and that will be the end of this bits and pieces video 8. Thank you very much. So the next part of this video is, today is Monday the 28th of July, and my friend Pa is coming out and we're going to take a look at the second gear. So I'm going to jack this up now. We're going to replace a piece that we had replaced already. We're going to put back in the original and see if we can fix the second gear. All that has to be done then is Anthony is going to set the headlights for me, and then I'm hoping today, Friday, to book it in for a DOE. I think there's dates
10 days from now, maybe even 2 weeks would be great. Then I'll ring the insurance company, get insurance so we can drive it down for the DOE. Hopefully it'll pass the DOE, but all that's to be done is fix this second gear problem. As I say, it's not a gearbox problem, it's just an adjustment problem. So hopefully we'll get that sorted this morning and get the headlights sorted, put the grille back on, and that is it. On the list of things to do, I have to fit the gas. I'm going to start doing that now while I'm waiting for Pa. The leisure battery, yes, the leisure battery went dead on me, and Anthony has a booster charger, so the leisure battery is fine. Now, Pat Horan Motors had said they would give me a leisure battery. I think I might still take it and put a second leisure battery into this. I don't know yet. So when I do that, I have to check the fridge on 12 volt. Leisure battery, set the headlights, book the DOE. Really, that's all. There's a few fiddly little things that have to be done. So for now, I'm going to jack this thing up, get it ready for when Pa comes out to replace the piece on the gearbox. And while I'm doing that then, I'll also fit the gas bottle in. We'll talk to you later. And hopefully, we'll be ticking things off this list. Okay, update. My friend Pa was here. We've adjusted the gearbox. I'm about to take it for a spin. I'll let you know how I get on when I come back. I drove it out the yard and I couldn't get it into second. And Pa hopped in and drove it out the yard and down the road and back up the road. And he went 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she worked perfect. Seemingly, when I came out at first, I was pulling over too much to the left, kind of going in on the reverse, you know, with a H box. Well, I was going too much to the left, so I'm at the driving up the road, and that baby is driving beautiful. First, second, third, fourth, reversed. First, second, third, fourth, forward, third, second, first, reverse. Anthony is going to come in either later on this evening or possibly tomorrow because he's using his hoist. He's going to reverse that into his yard. He closes the gate and he's all different headlight settings. On Monday morning, I'm not here Monday, on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, I will hopefully be ringing the DOE centre to get a date for that. That's the end of this video. I don't know what the next video is. It might be the DOE centre. I don't know. I still have to get the carpeting done from Wild Campers Ireland in Bunratty, but that's down the road. I'll go camping on this with no carpet up there. All I did today was actually, you know, I have these, wait, I'll just turn this camera. You know, I have these LED lights here and they're very bright, and I had one fitted here and it was very bright. I just didn't like it, so I've gone and just put in a little LED strip which lights up the kitchen. And then of course we have our LED lights there for ambient light as well. And then we have that one, and we have the one more that's in there. And I've run a cable up to here that I might put a strip of LED lights along here. I don't know, but I'm sure you'll agree they look well. Thank you for your support. Thanks for following the videos. I'm out of here.